On August 28, 1955, in Mississippi, Emmett Till, a 14-year-old from Chicago, was lynched and brutally murdered by white supremacists. His story may have been forgotten if not for his mother, Mamie Till-Mobley, allowing a photograph of his mutilated body to be taken before his funeral at Robert's Temple Church of Christ, the church in Bronzeville on Chicago's South Side. Joining me now to tell this story as we speak on August 24th, in the week of the anniversary of Emmett Till's death, is the Reverend Wheeler Parker Jr., who's Till's cousin and the last living witness to the lynching. You were with your cousin Emmett Till at that grocery store in Mississippi where something happened, and then you were with him that night when he was lynched. Could you tell us what happened that day in the grocery store and then what happened later on?
Emmett Till and I left Chicago, and from the time that we left, we were never inseparable. So at every turn, his life in Mississippi, we were there together. I noticed Emmett coming in, we call him Bobo, he's coming in the store, and my heart just kind of skipped a beat. I said, hope he got it together, because I know in the South, we call it going behind the iron curtain. You could be killed for little nothing, about nothing. So I was concerned about, did he have a yes sirs and no sirs and no ma'ams and yes ma'ams? Did he have all that together? I left him in the store. Nothing happened at all while I was there. While we were there together, nothing happened. So we outside the store, and shortly after, Miss Bryant comes out of the store. Emmett, being the jokester and the prankster, loved to make people laugh, never had a dull day in his life. All of a sudden, he gives this wolf whistle. This kid stuttered all the time, but he got that whistle out. And when he whistled, we all could have died right there. We made a beeline for the car, and out of town we go. And that's what happened at the store.
When you left, where did you go and what happened later?
Well, we all jumped in the car, about 8 of us in the car, and we were anxious. And now Emmett is afraid because he see the fear in our eyes and the apprehension that we were having about what he had done. So we're going down this gravel road, and there's a car behind us, and everybody's saying, someone, they're after us. And so my uncle sped up, and we jumped out of the car, ran through the cotton field. The car went right on by, and we realized that no one was after us. So when we regrouped at the edge of the road, there's a girl named Ruth there. Ruth said, look, this is not over. I know those people. You're going to hear some more from this. So Emmett asked us not to tell my grandfather. It's on a Wednesday. Of course, we decided that we wouldn't tell my grandfather. And that ended that. So we thought maybe everything was okay. But we knew that he had violated a very serious sodomity. And someone would say, how could that be serious? If you didn't live during that time and experience that type of life, you have no idea what I'm talking about. You can only have an imagination. But we knew you could be killed for a reckless eyeball. And he whistled at this lady. And that was a great violation.
Could you take me to the night of the lynching and how it unfolded?
Well, like I said, we decided we weren't going to tell my grandfather. So Wednesday passed, Thursday passed, Friday passed, and we were 16, 14, and 12. We forgot all about it. Then early Sunday morning, I guess it was about 2:30 in the morning, I heard people talking. I said, man, they're talking about what happened at the store. I said, these people getting ready to kill us. We getting ready to die. I knew where I was. I knew what he had done. We had survived a few days, but death is here. I could feel death. I said, we're getting ready to die. So, of course, being very religious, strong in the faith, our church was very strong. In the church I pastored now, started Emmett Till's grandmother's house in 1926. So I started praying. I said, God, if you just let me live, all I want to do is get my relationship right with you. And I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree, and as dark as 1,000 midnights, and I'm stretching my eyes, don't know where they are. All I hear is voices coming. And it was a large former landowner's home, screened-in porch, 2 bedrooms right off the porch. Grandfather not knowing what room we were in, So they started coming my way first. You could hear, but you couldn't see. And I'm stretching my eyes, and in walked the guy with a pistol in one hand and a flashlight in the other. As they walked toward me, I closed my eyes to be shot, knowing this is the end. And I opened my eyes, they hadn't shot me, they passed by. And of course, they left for them, and that's the last time we saw him alive.
What happened next from where you were in Mississippi?
Well, we started calling Chicago, trying to get the word to his mother, because phones, you had no cell phones, or there was one phone on the whole plantation, I think it was at the bossman's house. So my cousin went up there and called Chicago and got things in motion, and they started looking by the rivers. Why by the rivers? Because when they killed black folk, they didn't want them laying all over the place. You didn't have to worry about anyone doing anything to you about killing a black person. You just don't want to be, you want to have some sense of respect. Get rid of the body. So he had weighted his body down, threw it in the Tallahatchie River, and he should have never been found, like many other black people are never found again. But as he went downstream, as God will have it, his body snagged and his foot was bobbing up and down. And a young kid fisherman reported it, and they pulled him out, and it was the body of Emmett Till.